Dipen Bhattacharya. Dipen Bhattacharya was raised in Dhaka, Bangladesh, where he attended St. Gregory's High School and Dhaka College. He received his undergraduate degree in physics from Moscow State University. He earned a Ph.D. in astrophysics from the University of New Hampshire, USA, and became a researcher at NASA's Goddard Spaceflight Center in Maryland. Later, Dipen joined the High Energy Astrophysics Group at the University of California, Riverside. During his years in research, he flew high-altitude research balloons with telescopes to look for gamma rays from cosmic objects. As a Fulbright Fellow, he taught physics at BRAC University, Dhaka. Currently, he is a professor of physics at Moreno Valley College in California. Dipen is an accomplished fiction writer in Bengali, and to date has published 7 works of fiction. He has published a non-fiction book that details the geological history of the Bengal Delta. He lives in California, USA. Neolith Dream. 1. Many years ago, about 10,000 years ago, on a dewy morning, a Neolith man came out of his mountain cave. In front of him, beyond some small green trees far below, a valley has laid itself down under a cover of red, yellow and brown trees. A transparent river was flowing through the valley. Across the river, there was a field of wild green grass in which blue-violet flowers were blooming. At the edge of the field by the horizon, layers of blue mountains stood above the fog. The sun was rising behind this mountain. The blue sky was above, and the Neolith man raised his eyes towards it. In his primal eyes, 2 white parallel lines that cut through the sky were captured. Slowly, very slowly, in the infinite blue, a metallic object, situated at the head of the lines and reflecting the sunlight, was spreading smoke like cotton balls. High above the ground it floated. In the fluid of the air, an airplane flew like a giant catfish. What kind of animal is this, thought the Neolith man, which moves touching the sky? Slowly, a subdued sound rolled over the valley. The metallic bird filled the desolate basin with high-pitched sharpness. The smoke that came out of its engine condensed in the high-altitude crystal coldness. The Neolith man did not know anything in this world beyond his mountain and the valley below. He had been lost from his tribe many years ago. Today he contemplated what mystery was reserved for him on the other side of the mountain across the forest. Does this firebird, that flies touching the ends of the sky, live over there? Or maybe this bird has come down from those twinkling points of light of the night sky. Could this bird see him below, much below from the sky, him, a lowly human? Could it know of his existence? The high-altitude air slowly made the condensed trail curvy like a snake's, and the metallic bird started to disappear at the horizon. The Neolith man kneeled down. A great loneliness filled his heart. Had the bird seen him? Had it learned about his existence? Did it come to know about his dreams? Would it tell someone that it had seen a lonely man on a primal wild mountain? Under a big sky, the lost Neolith man prayed to be acknowledged by a heavenly bird. Then he returned to his cave. A fire was burning in the corner. There was a big stone on one side of the cave with a depression on top. Color was kept there. The Neolith man combined red-brown earth, pulverized green stone and tree bark with oil, and heated the mixture to make color. He took a small twig, dipped it in the liquid color, and started to draw on the cave wall an image of the bird flying in the sky. The bird was shining in the sunshine. He drew 2 lines of cloud behind the bird. The plane of the sky flew in a Neolith cave. 2. After 10,000 years, the Neolith cave was covered by vegetation. There was no sign of that ancient man's habitat on the stony floor, but there on the wall remained his artwork. A small village existed in the valley below. One day, the children of the village, roaming through the mountain, found the cave. Then, people from far away started to come to the cave to see the images created by the Neolith man. One day, a pilot came with a tour group. He stared incredulously at the metallic bird on the wall. There was a symbol drawn with some lines on the belly of the bird. The symbol was known to him. The same symbol was drawn on the belly of his airplane. The pilot came out of the cave. Did the pilot see the Neolith man? Did he see the primitive man praying for recognition by the metallic bird, far below, in a faraway corner of the earth? After 10,000 years, the pilot stood where the Neolith man once stood. The pilot looked up at the sky. He is now the Neolith man. Would a metallic bird fly for him in the sky? Looking at the sky, the pilot dreams a Neolith dream. Translated from the original in Bengali by the writer.